Johnson, graduating division and men.
Division, General Salute, present arms. Division, ho!
Emms Division for inspection, sir. Lieutenant Jones reporting.
Very good.
Two platoons, stand at ease. Band ready. platoons, and that is.
Guard Commander, reform the division.
Aye, aye, sir. Division, ho! Division, close order, march. Division, form 2, ranks. Division, centre, dress. Division, eyes, front. Division, stand at ease. Stand at ease. Division, ho! Stand, ho! Division, by the centre, dress. Division, stand at ease. Stand at ease.
Parade! Parade, ho!
Division, ho! Stand, ho!
Parade off, cap. Parade stand at, on.
Division, stand at ease. Stand at ease.
Today, we celebrate the diversity of people who are graduating as members of Emms Division. Diversity is not just about gender or religion or race. It is not about external appearances. Every single one of us is unique. We all have different backgrounds with a mixture of successes and failures. We all have different passions and talents. We all have something different to offer the world. Each of us has been called to serve the people of Australia as members of the Royal Australian Navy. While your time here at Recruit School has been designed to instil in you common values, to train you to be an entity known as a sailor, we still need you to be yourselves, to bring the best of who you are to all your endeavours. Each of you is part of the diversity of humanity that works together, training for war to preserve peace. The other half of diversity is inclusion. We need to embrace the differences that make each of us an invaluable part of the team with which we work. Each of us has a unique way of seeing the world, of problem solving, of relating to other people. There will be times when you will be able to see something that no one else does, or can explain a concept in a way that no one else can. In those moments, we each need to have the courage to contribute what we can, and to listen respectfully to others, honouring the equal dignity of all we are as human beings. We need to develop the moral and spiritual resilience to be secure in our place in the world, and to stand up for and speak for those who are less able to do so. So let me pray for you as you graduate. Loving God, we thank you for health and strength and intellect, and that you have called us to use these in the service of our country. Help us always to respect the humanity and dignity of the people we work with and the peoples we encounter in the course of our duties. Keep today's graduates of Emms Division safe in their training and their careers in the Navy. Give them courage in the face of difficulty and grace in acknowledging their achievements and those of others. Protect the families and friends of those who graduate today, giving them pride in their loved ones and peace when they are apart. May the God who created the oceans we sail and the stars by which we navigate guide you in your hopes and dreams and bless you in your travels and your adventures. Amen.
Parade! Parade! Ho!
Division, ho! Band, ho!
Parade on cap. Parade stand at oath.
Division, stand at ease. Band, stand at ease.
Stand easy, square away caps. Parade!
Reviewing Officer, Rear Admiral Jonathan Mead, AM, RAN, Commander, Australian Fleet. Senior Naval Officer Victoria, Commodore Greg York, CSC, RAN. Commanding Officer HMAS Cerberus, Captain Tim Standen, CSC, RAN. Members and guests of the Darwin Defenders, members and guests of the HMAS Australia Veterans Association, members and guests of the HMAS Bataan Association, Dandenong Cranbourne RSL, and the Naval Association Dandenong. Families and friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Commander Andrew Howe, and I have the very great privilege of commanding the Royal Australian Navy Recruit School. To the families and friends of the graduating recruits, I extend a very warm welcome to you on this special day. A graduation parade is a significant moment in every sailor's career, and one I know these recruits will never forget. Before I continue, I would like to acknowledge the Boon Wurrung people who are the traditional custodians of this land. We also pay respect to the elders, both past and present, of the Kulin Nation and other Indigenous Australians present. I must recognise and thank the families and friends of the recruit school staff. We who serve here are fortunate to know that our work, though demanding, makes a difference to the future success of the Navy and starts our newest sailors on the right path to a rewarding, enjoyable and successful career. Our ship's company work long hours, face unusual challenges and are absolutely committed to the recruits under their care and instruction. Without the support, patience and understanding of those closest to us, we would not be able to do our important work. Thank you. The Royal Australian Navy Recruit School had its beginnings in 1912 when the clipper ship Sabroan was commissioned as the boys' training ship HMAS Tingara in Sydney. Recruits for the Royal Australian Navy were trained exclusively on board Tingara until 1925, when a recruit school was established here at the Flinders Naval Depot, now known as HMAS Cerberus. The purpose of recruit school today is to induct men and women into the Royal Australian Navy, to enable them to think for themselves, to work with each other and have the knowledge and skills necessary to conduct basic duties within the fleet. Although the training has evolved, the qualities of the fine people who aspire to be professional sailors in the Royal Australian Navy have remained constant for over a century. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of General Entry 361 joined the Navy on the 12th of March 2018. We saw them arrive on that first day. We observed their first eager steps and have overseen their considerable progress since then. The recruits have met our expectations for fitness, learning, discipline, teamwork and attitude. We know that all of the recruits standing in front of you today have met the standards necessary to become sailors in the Royal Australian Navy. So like you, we are very proud to see each and every one of them on parade. This, to paraphrase a quote from Winston Churchill, is not the end of their training to serve at sea. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is very certainly the end of the beginning, and it is fitting that we recognise these important points in each of their careers. Also to see the graduates on parade is the reviewing officer, Rear Admiral Jonathan Mead, AM RAN, Commander Australian Fleet. It is my privilege to welcome him here this morning. Rear Admiral Jonathan Meade joined the Royal Australian Navy in 1984. He specialises in mine clearance diving and explosive ordnance disposal. A Principal Warfare Officer, he has commanded HMAS Parramatta and saw active service in the North Arabian Gulf. For this, his ship was awarded a meritorious unit citation and he was appointed a member of the Order of Australia. In addition to his sea service, Rear Admiral Meade has held many appointments, including the Executive Officer of Clearance Diving Team 1, Commander Surface Force, Head Navy Capability, Australia's Defence Advisor to India, and Commander Combined Task Force in the Middle East. He holds a Master's degree in International Relations, a Master's degree in Management, and a doctorate in International Relations. He has also published a book on Indian national security. Rear Admiral Meade became Commander Australian Fleet on the 19th of January 2018. I welcome you to the Recruit School, sir, and now invite you to address the parade.
Division, hold! Division, by the centre, dress! Division, eyes, front. Division, stand at ease. Stand at ease.
Commodore Greg York, Senior Naval Officer Victoria, Captain Tim Standen, the Commanding Officer of HMAS Cerberus, and Commander Andrew Howe, Commanding Officer of the Recruit School, our guests of honour, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and what a great Navy Day it is. It is my privilege to be here to review the graduation parade of General Entry 361 Emms Division. First and foremost though, I would like to pay my gratitude, my many thanks to all the family and friends that are here today. I know a lot of you have travelled great distances, and as I spoke to your loved ones in the parade today, many of you reside in WA, Northern Territory, Brisbane, but it is clear that without your support they would not be here. And I never underestimate the role that you play, the role that you have played in getting them to where they are today, and the role that you will play from this point on and into the future. And every sailor and every officer in this Navy owes their place because of the family network that they have underneath them. You will endure many sacrifices throughout their career, and I pay you many thanks for your work. Next, to the instructors and the support staff of the Recruit School. To Commander Andrew Howe, there is no task more important in this Navy than the nurturing, the development, the mentoring and the transformation of people that join the Navy and that come out as fine sailors and officers. As I mentioned to Commander Howe and his staff this morning, the recruit instructors are the top gun of our Navy. They are the best of the best, and once again, the Chief of Navy, myself and my staff pass on my thanks to you and your team for once again another outstanding effort. Turning now to our graduates, the fine young men and women, and some not so young, members of General Entry 361, Emms Division. And I drew upon the comments of the chaplain who spoke about the diversity of the people in front of me, and as I witnessed and walked through and spoke to a number of you, that diversity struck me. But now there is one thread that binds you together, that brings that diversity to another level, and that is you are now part of a family, the Royal Australian Navy. And we have a fine past, a proud past, forged by the dedication and sacrifices of our sailors. And today you will continue that legacy. And as I speak, we have 20 ships of our fleet at sea today. That's 40% of our fleet. 2,500 of our men and women are away from their family and friends, protecting our country's interests and doing what we do best. And soon you will join our shipmates. And while there'll be sacrifices, missed birthdays, anniversaries. Today, you officially become part of one of the most technically proficient, highly trained and vastly sought after navies in the world. You should both be honoured and proud. This career you're about to embark upon will be demanding. The Navy, and indeed this nation, will expect things of you that they expect from no other. While the expectation is high, so are the rewards. You will see things that most never will. You will achieve things many will never have dreamed of, and you'll visit places others will never reach. So as you go away from here today to your various courses and category training, draw on the pride and satisfaction that you feel right now. In everything that you do, remember that you are ambassadors of this country, this Navy, and of the class of General Entry 361. Make yourself, your friends, family, and the Navy proud. Before you graduate, you will now commit to the Navy values before your shipmates, your family, and friends. Repeat after me. Honour. Honour. Honesty. Honesty. Courage. Courage. Integrity. Integrity. Loyalty. Loyalty. Now that you have committed to these values, you must uphold them throughout your career. Your commitment to them does not end each day when you take your uniform off. You must live by these values, on and off duty, in uniform and in out of it, on board and ashore. Your shipmates, your Navy, and your nation expects nothing less. No matter how long you serve in the Navy, no matter what you do in the future, when somebody asks you what you did in your life, you'll be able to proudly declare, I've served in the Royal Australian Navy. Bravo Zulu, Emms Division, and please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating our newest naval graduates.
Division, hold! Stand, hold!
Division reform, sir. Request permission to carry on with the march past.
Carry on the march past.
Aye, aye, sir.
Division, move to the left in threes, left, turn. Stand, ready. Division will march past. By the Division by the centre. Dress.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be outstanding for the Australian National Anthem.
Division, General Salute, present arms.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soul and red flag, our own is hers by sea. Our land of arms in nations stands, of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australian fair. In German strains let us sing, and present Australia.
Division, hold.
Please be seated.
March past complete, sir. Permission to retire the division.
To other division.
Aye, aye, sir.
turn. Move to the left in column of route. Left, turn.
And ready.
Division will retire. By the right. Quick.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Royal Australian Navy Band Melbourne, and while the graduating division are off retaining their weapons, we'd like to perform for you a few songs. The first of which is a musical rendition of the poem by Dorothea McKellar, My Country. That will then be followed by the drum corps performing the beat quarters, followed by two iconic Australian songs, I Am Australian and Waltzing Matilda.
Band ready.
Please join with me in showing your appreciation for this splendid performance today.
Division inwards, turn. Division for the centre, drift. Division eyes, front. Division stand up, on.
Ladies and gentlemen, now that the graduating division has returned to the parade ground, I'd like to thank the members of staff who have had the primary responsibility for the training, morale, welfare and discipline of the members of Emms Division. Their professional backgrounds span the categories of the Royal Australian Navy, from Maritime Logistics Officer, Marine Technicians, Electronics Technicians, Maritime Logistics Chefs and Personnel Operations, Submariner Medics, Communication and Information Systems, Gunnery and Seamanship. Their common competence is in leadership. They have my trust, and all are individuals who personify the values of the Royal Australian Navy. They are Lieutenant Rachel Jones, RAN, Chief Petty Officer Ian King, Petty Officer Renee Thorpe, Leading Seaman Christy Clark, Tony Warzo, Tobias Clark, Joe Pasecki, Josh O'Hanlon, Scott Reinberger, Alex Ashenden, Jenna Clark, and Able Seaman Michael Lara. I also acknowledge the contributions of the Parade and Weapons Training staff, the Physical Training staff, the Executive Officer, Lieutenant Commander Cameron Matheson, the Recruit School Chaplain Kate Lord, the Commander Warrant Officer Peter Leach, and the Senior Instructor, Chief Petty Officer Lisa Corbett. To the remainder of the team, I am daily in awe of their commitment and enthusiasm. All our staff play a pivotal role in shaping the Navy's future. I sincerely thank each of them for their efforts in moulding the next generation of Australian sailors. Emms Division, you have worked hard over the last 11 weeks to meet the standards necessary to be sailors and graduate today. You should all be proud of yourselves, just as I and the Recruit School staff are proud of you and what you have accomplished. Some of you have achieved particularly outstanding results during your training, as the following prizes acknowledge. I'd like now to invite Mr. George Daniel of the HMAS Baton Association to present the following awards. The HMAS Baton Association Top Shot Trophy is presented to the best shot of the intake. This is determined during the conduct of basic style rifle training. With a perfect score of 45 of 45, the Top Shot Trophy for GE 361 goes to recruit Lachlan McGillivray. Recruit McGillivray is 21 years old and joined the Navy from Perth. I'll ask these gentlemen to remain while we present the Sportsperson of the Intake Award. It's awarded to the recruit who has demonstrated the highest level of achievement during physical training. This recruit is a highly capable and enthusiastic individual who has excelled during all physical pursuits. The award goes to recruit bosun's mate Innes. Recruit Innes is 25 years of age and joined the Navy from Brisbane, Queensland. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. I'd now like to invite Mr. Dudley Alcock and Des Shinkfield of the HMAS Australia Association forward to present two awards. The first award is the Certificate for Academic Excellence. It's awarded for the highest aggregate marks in formally examined subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic ducks for GE 361 goes to recruit Combat Systems Operator Matthew Noonan. Recruit Noonan achieved the remarkable result of 97.96% in all assessed academic components of the GSDR course. He's 22 years of age and joined the Navy from Canberra in the Australian Capital Territory. Recruit School Award for Leadership Potential goes to a recruit who has consistently demonstrated strength of character, sense of duty, enthusiasm, a professional attitude and willingness to take responsibility. These qualities clearly illustrate leadership potential, and this award goes to Recruit Marine Technician Joel Graham.
Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Adcock and Mr. Shinfield. I'd now like to invite the Fleet Command Warrant Officer Tony Nicol forward to present the Warrant Officer of the Navy Award. The Warrant Officer of the Navy Excellence Award is presented to a recruit to recognise their efforts in living by Navy signature behaviours and Navy values. The Warrant Officer of the Navy Excellence Award for GE 361 is presented to recruit Communications Information Systems Alana Thompson. Thompson is 25 years of age and joined the Navy from Brisbane, Queensland. Thank you, Warrant Officer. I'd now like to invite the Reviewing Officer, Rear Admiral Jonathan Mead, and Mr Alan Day from the Darwin Defenders to present the Recruit of the Intake Award. This recruit impressed staff through their exemplary performance and outstanding attitude during training. This recruit was particularly skilled at motivating others and helping fellow recruits achieve their goals. During their time at recruit school, this recruit has continually upheld the Navy values and signature behaviours and will make an enormous contribution to any ship or establishment in which they may later serve. The recruit of the intake for GE 361 is Recruit Communications Information Systems, Bethany Carmody. Carmody is 17 years old and joined the Navy from Perth, Western Australia. Thank you, Rear Admiral Mead and Mr Day. Ladies and gentlemen, the recruit instructor is responsible for making sure that their recruits have met the required standard to be sailors in the Royal Australian Navy and personally instruct them from the moment they get off the bus through 11 weeks of demanding training to reach this moment, here, today. It is only fitting that the instructors personally congratulate the recruits before they are dismissed. I will now ask the leading seaman recruit instructors of each class to present their recruits with their graduation certificates.
Division home. Division 1 pace only. Open order. March. Division by the centre. Dress. Division eyes front. Carry on the recruit school instructors.
Stand up. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the award of prizes and certificates for the graduating division. The division will shortly be dismissed from recruit school for the last time. You are then invited to join the graduates on the parade ground prior to proceeding for light refreshments here on the undercover parade ground. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for GE 361 Emms Division, and I recommend that you have your cameras handy. This is the moment that your loved ones have been working hard for this last 11 weeks. Emms Division will now be dismissed for the final time as recruits.
Division home. Division 1 pace only. Close order. March. Division by the centre. Dress. Division eyes front.
Emms Division reformed, sir. Permission to retire Emms Division for the last time as recruits.
Retire Emms Division.
Aye, aye, sir.
Emms Division for the last time as recruits. Dismissed.
My name's Seaman Dove, I'm from Bathurst, New South Wales. My favourite part would be physical training.
Hi, my name's James Cooper, I'm from Brisbane, Queensland. I got to say, favourite part of the training was all of it. It was a memory to remember.
So my name is Miriam Lloyd, Recruit Lloyd. I'm from Perth, Western Australia, and my favourite part was flooding. Loved learning how to stop a flood.
So my name's Rebecca Payne from New South Wales. Training was really interesting, different, hard. Made it through. It was really, really good. Perhaps, go.
Group Patch training was hard, but it was worth it.
Patrick Duckworld, joined from Gundagai, New South Wales. Favourite part of training would probably be MRE, Mission Readiness Evaluation. It was great fun. Cheers.
My name's Abby Tisdale, I'm from Brisbane, I'm 21 years old. My favourite part of training was survival at sea. It was the best time. You get to really know your classmates during that time. Yeah, it's a great time. Last till the end. It's definitely worth it all the way till the end.